necessary to undertake the substantial amount of work.
Call Dr. Cam Calder.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. It's a pleasure to rise and speak on the Weathertight Homes Resolution Services Financial Assistance Package Amendment Bill. Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very important bill to our country and to many thousands of hard-working New Zealanders. A home, Mr. Speaker, a home is fundamental to providing the safety and security of body, the safety and security of family, the safety and security of property, which underlines Maslow's hierarchy of needs for the human condition. It is crucial to the emotional well-being, the health and the economic well-being of our people. And who among us has not heard H.H. Payne's poem, line thereof, be it ever so humble, there is no place like home. Mr. Speaker, our bid with this legislation, I have to acknowledge the contribution from all sides of the House and Select Committee, our bid is to come up with a financial assistance package to help New Zealanders get their leaky homes fixed faster. We must move beyond what we have heard has been a period of dispute and litigation. This package is about spreading the cost as evenly and as fairly as possible to get action. We need to help affected homeowners get on with their lives. And what actually is the problem? I'm a homeowner myself. I know a lot of friends who are carpenters and builders, and they've actually told me that all properties leak. All properties leak. I've had the experience myself in certain conditions of wind coming in from a certain quarter and torrential rain. There will be some water coming to my home. It is an old home and built in a traditional manner, so the water comes in, drains out, the wood swells a little bit, conditions change, it reverts to form and dries out in a reasonable period, no problem. The problem occurred with the advent of a new building material. And this, I can remember appearing around Auckland. There was a little bit of a blight. It started in the early 90s, and it was a sort of a building envelope, an inshore-clad type construction, a cladding system. There were many others. And the problem was that any water that got ingress into the fabric of the home couldn't drain out. And this affected townhouses, apartments, and standalone, or as the English say, detached homes as well. And it's interesting, it's not just a problem for Auckland. There's probably 75% homes that are leaky are in Auckland, but Wellington's affected, Taurang's affected, and Christchurch affected. And I do believe, having asked the Chief Executive in Dunedin, there is one in Dunedin. Mr. Speaker, in July, things moved glacially. One leaky home, one only. Things moved glacially. In 2006, the Weathertight Homes Resolution Act was the primary legislation, was passed. But prior to that, the government of the day seemed to believe that no problem existed. In 2002, the Prime Minister said she had not taken much notice of the Herald's article on the issue because the Herald was well known for banging on about issues of no substance. Not surprisingly, this surprised the industry, including Prendos director Phil O'Sutherland, who'd at that stage been campaigning for 4 years. 4 years, Mr. Speaker, to alert the government to the problem, to address the problem. He said he was surprised the Prime Minister was so badly informed. They need to take it seriously and not dismiss it. We've had the Building Industry Authority dismiss it, the Minister dismiss it, and they've all been caught out. We've got no doubt about the size of the problem. We just go to site after site. So, I mean, Mr. Speaker, this is this government's attempt to address a problem, a very serious problem. The legislation is possibly going to deal, the forecast with leaking homes vary from somewhere around 22,000 to as many as 89,000. The consensus forecast is some 42,000 affected homes that are likely to be leaky. And of course we know that it's very difficult, Mr Speaker, often to tell how badly affected a home may be. At the time of the 2009 report, unfortunately 9,000 leaking homes were deemed to be outside the 10-year liability limit. And I must say, as a member of the Select Committee, it was a great sadness to me that even with the best will in the world, there will be some homeowners who will not be able to find solace in this package. But we are doing our best to provide a process which will provide certainty without cost to costly disputes. And we've heard that this is a partnership, as it were, between local government providing 25%, the government providing 25%, and it's a voluntary process for the homeowner to be involved with, should they wish to. They have the right, of course, if they decide to be involved, they forego their right to sue the local authorities or the Crown, but they are able to pursue other liable parties such as builders and developers and manufacturers of any products that are deemed to be defective. Mr Speaker, I look forward to contributing to this debate further in the process in the House, and at this stage I commend the bill.